Hey guys, I'm Doctor McFarland, and in this video, we're going over the foot switches on the Toastmaster Pro. All right, so when you get your unit out of the box and you first turn it on, you're more than likely going to see a bank up and down here on the left. You're going to see your presets here in the middle. Then you have a foot switch mode and a tap tempo and a tuner. So most of these things are pretty self-explanatory, but it is worth diving into each section and make sure we understand exactly what's going on here. So if you're new to modeling units, then a bank up and down essentially allows you to see different presets that are in that bank. If I bank down, which is actually going to go down to 1, I can go all the way down to, there we are. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have 6 presets within a bank. So if I go up one bank, now I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can go up another bank and I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and so on and so forth. So that's what the bank up and down switches allow you to do, is to go between your different banks of 6 different presets. Now we can change how this is laid out by going up to our global settings, going to Footswitch, and then our FS mode presets can either be set to 6 presets, 3 effects over 3 presets, or 3 presets over 3 effects. So the 6 presets is currently how I have it set right now, but if I choose 3 effects over 3 presets, now you can see I have an ambient push, and a tube ambient, which is actually a scene that I've created. And then I still have my 3 presets here on the bottom. If I go back and now choose 3 presets over 3 effects, I have my presets on top and my effects on the bottom, which is now swell, pushed, and tube lead. Okay. So all that is well and good. It's just a matter of how you choose to work. Do you want to see 6 presets at a time, or do you want to see a combination of either 3 presets on top and effects on the bottom, or 3 effects on the top and 3 presets on the bottom, whichever you want to do. Okay. Now the foot switch mode actually allows you to go into that preset and see all your foot switch assignments that you have for your individual stomp boxes and or scenes. So if we push that, now you can see I have 8 scenes called up. Okay. So it's just a little bit of a math equation here. We either have 6 presets that we can see at one time, or we have 3 presets that we can see at one time. Then if we hit the foot switch mode, we can actually see up to 8 different stomps and or scenes in any combination. You can't have just stomps and just scenes like you can on other units. Like the Helix is really good about allowing you to see your presets, your snapshots, and your stomps, each with 3 separate views. But once you go into the foot switch mode on the Toastmaster Pro, you can only assign certain things to the 8 foot switches here, and you can't make these 2 switches be anything else than what they are. Okay, so that's what the foot switch mode does. And as you see, it says hold for looper. So if we hold this button down, now we have our loop volume up and down. We have our record and overdub, play and stop, one shot, reverse, half speed, and undo. This foot switch now turns into an exit foot switch. So if we press that once, we can exit out. If we go back into our looper, it says hold for position. So what that's going to do is it allows you to have the looper either be pre or post. Okay, if I do it again, now it says looper positions in post. And then if I do it again, looper positions in pre. So what that actually does is if the looper is before all your pedals, it's actually recording a dry guitar signal. So that way you can actually go in and change things about your preset, and you can hear the changes in real time. Like if you're auditioning 2 different overdrive pedals or multiple different amplifiers or whatever you're auditioning, is an easy way to just loop a guitar part and then dial in your sounds while you have a loop going versus having to try and play as you're trying to dial in your presets. So it's just a very easy way to allow you to make presets and not have to play at the same time. So if you hold once again, you do have the looper in your post position, which means the looper is at the end of your chain. And that's usually what you want it to be set at when you're playing in a live performance, because you actually want that loop to capture all the changes of your preset. Like if you have a delay turned on or a reverb turned on, or if you've changed amps or overdrive settings, just whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's what the hold position does. So once you hold it, there's really not another knob or anything on the screen you have to adjust. It's just either you hold it to make it pre, or you hold it again and make it post. Then we have our tap and our tuner. So tapping it in obviously just changes the tempo of that preset. Okay, and then if we hold, we now have our tuner on the screen. And none of the switches really have anything to do with the tuner. You just tune up your guitar and you can see the tuner work on the screen there. Okay. So if we press that one more time, it goes back into our preset view, but I'm still currently in my looper mode. So I can hit exit right there. I can now see my scenes within that one preset. I can hit the foot switch mode once again. Now I can see the 3 presets across the top and 3 stomp boxes across the bottom. If I want to go change that, I just go back into my global settings, foot switch, FS mode presets. I can see 6 presets again. So this makes it really easy to just access any preset that you've made, and you can bank up and down between the different banks to see different options. Okay. Now, one more thing that might be important is right now we are seeing preset view. If we want to go back, this whole row right here on the side shows you your presets. It shows you your favorites. It shows you your factory presets. It shows your cloud downloads, your song view, which is very important. Then also your set list. So let's just say I just choose my dock songs there. Then I have my different songs that I can choose from. So right now my dock song has a dock clean, a rhythm, a lead, a swell, an ambient, and a trim. Okay. And these are all presets that I've already made. So if I choose my clean, okay, let me go back to preset view here. There's my dock clean preset. If I hit foot switch mode, now that takes me into my individual stomps or scenes that I've created for that preset. You can see I only have 2 stomps assigned right now. I have the royal tone turned on, and I have the analog delay that I can turn on and off as well. Okay. Then I go back to my FS mode button. I go to my dock rhythm. Click FS mode again. I don't have anything assigned so far. So let's just say, for example, if I want to assign something to this foot switch 1, I'm going to turn it on and off, and I'm going to assign my Maximus overdrive to that one. Okay, so now I can turn that one on and off, even though I'm technically still within that one preset. I can go to my dock lead, which I don't have anything assigned, my dock trim, which I don't have anything assigned, but I can click on foot switch. Let's go turn on and off the tremolo, and let's add that to a switch. So now, going back to my other view here, I can turn on and off my tremolo. Even though I'm in my trim preset, I could just turn that tremolo off, and now I'm technically back to just my dock clean preset, which is very similar to what I have over here. Okay, so this dock clean preset doesn't have the tremolo pedal in there, but if I'm back in my dock trim preset, it's essentially the same preset, just I can now have the option to turn that on and off. Okay, and you can see that I did assign that to a switch, but I didn't save it. So you always want to make sure you save your settings as you go, otherwise you're going to lose it. That's really the gist of the presets, the foot switch mode, the tap tempo, and the tuner. I can either change my views from just presets, or I can go down to my song view, or even my set list view. And I can have different songs in the set list, and then just choose that song. And then I can go in and, choose the presets within that song. Then maybe I want to go to the next song, which now is the Mark in the Mix song that I made. And I have an intro, a verse, and a chorus, an outro, a solo, and a bridge. Okay. Then maybe I go to the next song, and now I just have a deluxe reverb, a summer of Jimmy, and a big ambient, which are just stock presets I put into a song view. Okay. So this has been a short and long video on how all the foot switches work and how you can get around on the unit, but it's really straightforward. And if you have any further questions, feel free to leave those in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.